Here we are on day 15 and chapter 15 of John's Gospel. And we've got in chapter 15 this beautiful metaphor that Jesus gives us of a vine, a plant where he is the vine and God is the gardener, and we are these branches tied in through him. And there's this amazing picture of God pruning the vine, pruning off branches that don't bear fruit, and even the ones that do bear fruit, he prunes so they'll be even more fruitful. I couldn't resist the opportunity to come outside to film this next to my rose here that I pruned a little earlier this year, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, you probably can't, but where I've pruned it, where I've chopped off some of the growth, new shoots are already coming out sort of at an angle to where I'd cut it. New fresh growth that's going to grow more vigorously, that's going to produce more flowers later on in the summer. And thinking about that pruning, I don't know about you, but I felt like I've had a really hard pruning over this last year, as so much of our normal way of life has been pruned away. And that's felt tough, and we've perhaps felt like we've been chopped back to this real sort of skeleton of what we were almost. But from that pruning, new growth comes, new shoots come out at slightly different angles that grow more vigorously than they would have, and which produce more flower or more fruit than they would have. And so as we're coming, yes, into the season of spring in normal season sense, but also into a season of spring as we're starting to come out of these lockdowns, we're starting to see restrictions lifted. This is a time, having had that pruning, to see new growth, vigorous new growth that might be at a slightly different angle to where we were growing before, but which is going to be stronger and which is going to bear more fruit. And so I guess just in terms of our response to that, it's that encouragement in understanding that pruning does bring growth, and thinking about what is our new growth going to be? What are the branches that are staying cut off because they were dead, they were not bearing fruit? And what are the branches where that pruning needs to invigorate new growth in us, new strength, and bear new fruit as time goes on? What's God growing in us in this spring season?